Hi, this is Leithia from Farm View Creators. Let's paint the Interchangeable Easel Display with the home insert from the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina. First, we're going to go in on all of the actual easel pieces and stain them with my favorite paint couture, Van Dyke Brown. This is an antique glaze semi-gel stain. It goes on so smoothly. I try to go with the grain of the wood. Sometimes that doesn't work so well, but then you just kind of wipe it on and then wipe it back wherever you need to smooth it out. And it's just a really nice rich color. And then on the greenery piece, we're going to go in with Paint Couture's Autumn Sage mineral paint. I really am enjoying using these paints. They go on very smoothly. The colors are so rich, sometimes you don't even need to use the second coat. I'm also going to hit the heart for the home insert with that Autumn Sage, and then we're going to work on the actual insert. I'm going to go in and paint all over with Paint Couture's Angel Eyes. This is also a mineral acrylic paint. I'm painting with the grain. I probably should have made a sticky board because it wanted to slide around, but making sure that I'm getting all that. I don't want any paint gooping up on the edges or anything like that. And then I am going to go in with Slate Blue. This is a metallic luxe paint, so it's got a lot of shimmer to it, and hitting that home. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to hit my Autumn Sage pieces with one more coat. Just trying to make sure that I have the paint even and smooth. I don't want any glumps and bumps. I'm going to dry that background real quick. And I am going to put a quick second coat on there. I did work on getting any buildup of paint out of the little scallop accent pieces at the top and the bottom after it dried. I'm going to hit the back of the easel with the Van Dyke Brown stain, and then make sure that I smooth out any that went onto the other side. The frame piece doesn't need to be stained on both sides, but I am going to get the leg of the easel and the little brackets on both sides. And give all that a good dry. And then I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Loving this glue. It does not stick to my fingers. I am a very, very, very messy crafter, so anything that will stick to my fingers is going to if I use it. Just kind of getting out some of that buildup on that greenery piece and all the crevices. Another reason I love the art glitter glue is that it does dry clear. So if you get any outside of where you want it, it doesn't really matter. It also gives you a little wiggle room. It does not bond right away. I decided I needed to hit the back side of those flowers with some stain just to kind of give the back side a finished look. And then I'm figuring out where exactly I want my easel leg to be and putting down the base bracket and then the side brackets. Adding just a little touch of glue there to hold those steady, and then I'm going to put that aside to let it dry for a good long time. I'm going to hit the home insert with my sander. I just wanted it to have that roughed up look, and then I'm using some painter's tape to tape off the sides of the scored home or house design in the backboard. You can still see those score lines, so that was very simple. And I'm going to go in with DecoArt Buttermilk and give that 2 layers. I paint along the edges of the painter's tape first to seal it in, and then I paint with the grain of the wood. Gonna give that a really good dry. And then hit it with a second coat. Give that a really good dry. When I went to peel up my first piece of tape after I had given it a good dry, it was kind of tacky, so I decided I needed to let it cool from force drying it before I pulled up any of the other pieces of tape. So now I'm going to go in with my Debbie's DIY dark wax and just kind of distress all of my pieces. I love this wax. It goes on really nicely. I put it on with my brush and then I'll wipe it back with my fingers. Anytime I get what I feel like is a little too much in an area, all you have to do is get a baby wipe and then wipe it back a little bit. Works like a charm. I'm going to hit the pieces of the actual easel. Even on just the stained piece, it will give it a little dimension to add that distressing. So now it's time to coat everything with my top coat, dead flat. I like to do this before I glue a lot of my pieces together because I don't like it to goop up and pool between the pieces. Sometimes it gets where you can't get it out if you have small crevices. Hitting my easel with that. Dead Flat is a wonderful top coat from Couture. It really takes out the shine and just gives everything that matte look, which is what I'm going for. Even on the home piece where I painted the Luxe metallic paint, it gives it that matte feel, but still allows the metallic to shine through. Now I'm gonna start assembling with my art glitter glue, getting my heart in the scored area. I accidentally got a little stain on it, so I was wiping that up. And then putting my home piece on. And there we have it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I am going to make sure that the sides are not gooped up with any product because that will hinder how it sits into the easel frame. And there we go. I love it so much. I'm going to do some more inserts for it soon, so keep an eye out. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.